Alright, this video is going to be about a citrulline and how it can help improve your immune system. It boosts arginine, which boosts nitric oxide. So arginine is the substrate for nitric oxide synthase, which produces nitric oxide. And this actually affects the immune cells because nitric oxide enhances the microbicidal activity of immune cells like macrophages and neutrophils. Nitric oxide also directly damages pathogens or cancer cells via reactive nitrogen species. So it also supports immune signaling for proper recruitment and activation of T cells and natural killer cells. So basically that means that they're better armed. The immune cells are better armed to attack cancer cells, so they can recognize, attack, and destroy pathogens more efficiently. Immune cells, they're kind of they need help. Like they need help to be armed. Like let's say for example, granzyme B performance, but the genes have to work for that. Like for example, the lowering zinc so that chromatin can open for the gene transcription factors to work to be able to arm the immune cells so that the immune cells can attack. Without that help from citrulline or zinc or chromatin, the immune cells are pretty much like naive. They can't really do anything. So immune cells aren't, I guess it's like training they have to be trained. The immune cells need training from either citrulline or zinc or chromatin. There are actually some foods that have some citrulline. One is a cantaloupe, which is at moderate levels, pumpkin and squash, which is actually in small amounts, cucumbers, minor amounts, especially with the skin, and the bitter melon contains small but active amounts of citrulline. There are some foods that could support the citrulline production, like beef, chicken, fish, eggs, dairy, and legumes, because they supply ornithine and glutamine, which are precursors for citrulline. Also, nitrate-rich vegetables like beets, spinach, arugula, celery. These all improve nitric oxide conversion. Also, magnesium and zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, cashews, and dark chocolate. So the pumpkin seeds have zinc, which can close chromatin. So if the chromatin is closed, but then the gene transcription factors for oncogenes are disabled, which makes the cancer weaker. And then if the cancer is well armed or trained, they have to be trained by, let's say, nitric oxide or citrulline, and that makes the cancers a lot more defenseless. And then there's also dark chocolate, which boosts PGC1A, which is going to make a stronger mitochondria, which will make mitochondria also more numerous. So especially in the hostile tumor microenvironment. Also, foods with vitamin C and antioxidants can also help nitric oxide synthase. Oxidative stress and reactive oxygen species actually inhibits nitric oxide. Foods that are antioxidant rich or active can help, like citrus, kiwi berries, and pomegranates. Now, there are some things that could actually antagonize or lower citrulline. Some of them are high inflammation because the ornithine deep carboxylase activity diverts arginine away from nitric oxide production. Also, excessive arginine or arginase activity can cause this to happen. Also, nutrient deficiencies can also antagonize citrulline, such as a B6, lowers arginine availability, magnesium deficiency, reduces NOS enzyme. Also, zinc deficiency or high copper can impair nitric oxide production, even though the chromatin is opening. Also, high reactive oxygen species, because of a lack of vitamin C, can also inhibit citrulline. High levels of ADMA, also kidney dysfunction, possibly from potassium deficiency or kidney stones, from too many oxalates. Oxalates are in potatoes. They're also in chocolate. Oxalates are in chocolate. Oxalates are also in almonds. Also spinach. Spinach is also high in oxalates. Okay. Also, anything with high oxalates, like the foods that I just mentioned, are going to make your kidneys more dysfunctional, leading to kidney stones. and which is going to lead to a citrulline not working very well, because citrulline is metabolized in the kidneys to arginine, and impaired renal function can reduce this function. Yeah, make sure to take care of your kidneys. A good way to reduce oxalates is with B vitamins. I'll have to explain that in a different video, because that's just beyond the scope of this video. Manage oxalates with B vitamins, then you can reduce the kidney load, and that will allow the citrulline to be metabolized in the kidneys to arginine to make the nitric oxide. So some other things that could help citrulline is arginine precursors and cofactors, such as ornithine, glutamine, which glutamine you can find in you can take supplements. It might also be in bone broth, so taking some bone broth will help make a citrulline. Also aspartate. Also, the proper zinc and copper balance can also help citrulline, because the proper ratio of zinc and copper supports NOS function.